Joining me now here on Vegas Nation Game Day is NBC Sports sideline reporter Michele Tafoya. She's now also doing a podcast that we have coming out here, Sports Uncovered with NBC, that's going to profile Jon Gruden and the infamous trade, everything in between. Tell us all about this experience and bringing this together.
You know, it's been so fun because I knew Jon when I worked with him on Monday Night Football for a couple seasons that we were together on ESPN. And I knew him as a coach before that, obviously, when he was with the Raiders the first time. And this whole story of trading for a coach is not unique, but this story is unique. And because it's come full circle now for Jon being back with the silver and black, and there is so much detail that I didn't know, and some great storytelling by some of these players, people who were covering the team at the time. It's a really interesting sports story that deserves to be covered, and I think it shows you a lot about Jon and his passion for coaching, what it meant to him to have to leave Oakland, what he brought into Tampa Bay, how that ended, going to the broadcast booth, what he brought to that, and then why he just needed to come back. And it's a really terrific story. The more that I talk to people, I thought, I'm so glad we're telling this.
When your experience working with Jon Gruden, for you, what personally stood out to you about him, the passion for the game and everything that he stood for as a coach and also as a personality?
Just still loved the game so much, loved film, loved quarterbacks, talking to quarterbacks, breaking stuff down with quarterbacks. There was a fun side. We did a lot of socializing pre-COVID on these games. You're like a little family traveling around the country to game. And I recall one time we were doing a Minnesota game. I live in Minnesota, so I had everyone over at the house. My son at the time was about 5. My daughter was about 2. And Jon went in there and threw the football with my son and held my little girl. And you just saw another side of him. And so there's so much to the guy, but there is an energy that is almost unmatched in anyone I've ever known that Gruden has. And I don't know how he sustains it. I really don't.